right, and we are rolling.
Okay, here we are.
Reverb off of there. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Of the internet.
Welcome. Number 67.
67.
What
67.
the actual heck?
It's older than even I am.
All right. Oh, we're live. Okay, it worked on Facebook this time. That's good news.
Yep.
Yay. Cool.
And now the people are showing up.
And the people are pouring in. They're pouring in from
Brad
the Sierra
and
foothills.
Martin, Vicky.
From BC. Wow. From everywhere. Oh, man.
Right on.
Look at this. Look at Jersey's in the house. We got Olson's in the house all the way from Oregon.
You could see all those people. I can't see all those people.
Oh, you can't?
No, it's first. I don't know why that is.
UK's in the house. The Vickies are in the house. Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you for the condolences. All right. So,
Yeah.
So we have a show for you today.
It's going to be the best show ever.
And today we're going to honor my mama, Judy Hensley, who flew the coop. I don't know how else to put it. She's out of here. She was done.
Left the hen house.
Kaput. She left on the last day of summer in the middle of a thunderstorm. Boom. Gone. After, my mom had lung cancer. She had COPD. In the end, she had pneumonia and COVID. I mean, she just got pummeled.
She got all the stuff.
She got all of the all, in addition to other things. And so I was lucky that I got to be with her for the last week of her life. We got to do a lot of singing. We got to do a lot of talking about things that really mattered. Family came together. It was just really kind of a magical and beautiful time. And, except for the part where she was suffering greatly, there really was a lot of magic to it and a lot of sweetness to it. So I'm feeling grateful. My mother's motto in life is say thank you and move on. Say thank you and move on. Whenever I used to bitch and moan about this and that, she'd be like, come on, find something good about it and get on with your life. Because that's what she did. And so what choice do I have but to take her advice in this moment and make the very best of what we're doing and what we have and our time and our community. And so, feeling good, feeling lucky to be here, playing music with Jimmy.
Okay.
How are you feeling, Jim Henry?
I'm fine.
You liked my mom.
No, I liked your mom. Yeah.
My mom's she was a good egg.
Yep. No.
So we're gonna pay a little tribute to her. It's not gonna be, we're not gonna get all morose on you or anything, but we're gonna play, some of her favorites and see where it goes.
And some other things.
And some other things. So you want to kick us off, Jim Henry?
Okay. What shall we play today? I'll tell you what, I'm just going to open this book.
Oh, no. He's opening the black book.
And just see where we go. Oh, we're right there.
I totally vibed that song. I knew it was going to be that one.
Well, I've had choices since the day I was born. There were voices that told me right from wrong. If I had listened, I wouldn't be here today, living and dying with the choices I made. Well, I was tempted. From an early age I found that I liked drinking. I never turned it down. There were loved ones, but I turned them all away. Now I'm living and dying with the choices I made. I've had choices since the day I was born. There were voices that told me right from wrong. If I had listened, you know I wouldn't be here today, living and dying. The choices I've made. Tracy Granberry. Guess I'm paying for the things that I've done. If I could go back, well, Lord knows I'd run, but I'm still losing this game of life I play, losing and dying, the choices I've made. I've had choices since the day I was born. There were voices that told me right from wrong. If I had listened, you know I wouldn't be here today, living and dying with the choices I made. Well, yes, I'm living and dying, the choices I made. Right on.
Right on. Right on.
Right on, right on, right on. What have you got? What a fine looking guitar you have there.
Yeah, so here's the funny thing about grief. I haven't cried much. I did all my crying before, like anticipatory grief, you know. My mom was in the hospital from the end of July until September 21st, just kind of going in and out. Like, first it was the low oxygen and she had to be on this high flow stuff, and then they wanted to put her in rehab, and then she couldn't really sustain her oxygen levels in rehab, and she got a monster bed sore, and then she ended up back in the ICU. And so it was like this real roller coaster, and the whole time I was just worried sick, as you can well imagine. And I kept saying, Mom, do you want me to come? Do you want me to come? She's like, no, come when I get better, and we'll have a nice long visit at home. And I was like, this isn't sounding very good. And then I finally just like ignored her and went, and I'm really glad that I did. But that whole, you know, the plane ride out there was just fraught. I was just a disaster. And then once everything happened, it was like, oh, okay, like we can rest now. So I haven't, I'm sure it'll hit me at some point. I haven't really been actively mourning, but I have been losing stuff left and right. I left a debit card at the taco place. Then I lost my wallet for a few days. Then today I forgot my guitar. So apparently this is how it manifests for me. This is where we're at a week and a day later. So, well, she really liked this Tom Russell song. So, what you gonna play it on that, or you wanna?
No, I'll switch.
Pick up it.
I didn't know what you were gonna do.
I know.
It's one of those days.
Oh, see, we have new grandparents. Susan Loring Wells in California.
Oh, yeah,
Congratulations.
great.
And the circle of life
Congratulations.
continues. It's just, there's something just awe-inspiring about this revolving door of life. I just, so fascinated by it. Had a blue wing tattooed on his shoulder. but it might have been a bluebird, I don't know. But he gets stone drunk, talks about Alaska. Yeah, the salmon boats and 45 below. He said he got that blue wing out in Walla Walla. And his cellmate there was little Willie John. Yeah, and Willie, he was once a great blues singer. And Wingin' Willie wrote him up a song. Said it's dark in here, I can't see the sky, but I look at this blue wing and I close my eyes and I fly away beyond these walls up above the clouds where the rain don't fall on a poor man's dream. Dipper old blue wing in August 1963. He moved north picking apples to the town of Wenatchee. Yeah, the winter finally caught him in a rundown trailer park on the south side of Seattle, where the days grow gray and dark. Well, he drank and he dreamt of visions where the salmon still ran free, and his father's fathers crossed that wide and wild open Bering Sea. And the land belonged to everyone, and there were old songs he yet to sing. Nights narrowed down to a cheap hotel and a tattooed prison wing. It's dark in here, I can't see the sky, but I look at this blue wing and I close my eyes and I fly away beyond these walls up above the clouds where the rain don't fall on a poor man's dream. Well, he drank his way to LA, and that's where he died. Nobody knew his Christian name, and there was no one there to cry. But I dreamt there was a funeral, a preacher and a cheap pine box, and halfway through the service that blue wing began to talk. He said it's dark in here, I can't see the sky, but I look at this blue wing and I close my eyes and I fly away beyond these walls up above the clouds where the rain don't fall on a poor man's dream. On a poor man's dream. On a poor man's dream. Little Tom Russell there, Blue Wing. Yeah. So people are having sync problems. They say we're turning Japanese. We got it's a little bit off.
Well,
I don't know what we can do about it
there's not a
here.
thing we can do about it here.
Okay, yeah, StreamYard has just made a bunch of upgrades, so maybe
Maybe it's a little.
it's still working out. Just close your eyes and listen.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
If that's
Yeah,
true.
sorry about that, friends. It's not within our control here. That part. I would be curious to know if that's on YouTube or Facebook.
Yes.
Or both.
Or neither.
Or neither. Well, where else would
All right, pick up your violin.
pick it up? Pick it up, Chuck.
Pick it up. Maybe put up a banner too, maybe.
Oh, well, banner. There's a little tip jar information.
Yeah. Ruby the Girl with the Flyaway Hair. That's the name of that one.
Love it. Love that one.
Yeah, it'll put you in a mood.
You're all about the mood.
Yeah. Well,
Jim
I like
Henry
moods.
Mood Monitor.
I like the moods.
Well, why don't we play this song that we have never played before? Well, this is one that back in the day, my mom used to make me mixtapes of country songs. And this was before I was doing any of this songwriter thing. This was just in college. She just had songs that she loved, and she wanted me to hear them. And one album she gave me was Vern Gosdin, which I ended up loving. And another one was Keith Whitley. And she was really fond of this one Keith Whitley song, and so I thought I would try it today. Given that she did sort of blow out of here in a thunderstorm, it seemed kind of perfect. Oh, this is very touchy, this guitar. Sensitive.
It's a fine guitar.
It is a fine guitar. I'm enjoying playing it.
It's different than yours.
It is different. So this one's just called I'm No Stranger to the Rain. I'm no stranger to the rain. I'm a friend of thunder. Friend, is it any wonder lightning strikes me? I fought with the devil, got down on his level, but I never gave in, so he gave up on me. I'm no stranger to the rain. I can spot that weather, and I'm good at finding shelter in a downpour. I've been sacrificed by brothers, crucified by lovers. Through it all, I wasted the pain. I'm no stranger to the rain. When I get that foggy feeling, when I'm a feeling down, if I don't keep my head up, I may drown. It's hard to keep believing I'll even come out even while the rain beats a hole in the ground. And tonight it's really coming down. I'm no stranger to the rain. There'll always be tomorrow, and I'll beg, steal, or borrow a little sunshine. Yeah, I'll put this cloud behind me. It's how the world designed me. Ride the wind and dance in a hurricane. I'm no stranger to the rain. I'm no stranger to the rain. Yeah, I'm a friend of thunder. Friend, is it any wonder lightning strikes me? And I'll put this cloud behind me. It's how the world designed me. Ride the wind and dance in a hurricane. I'm no stranger to the rain. No, no. I'm no stranger to the rain. Yeah, little Keith Whitley there.
Yeah, I never heard that song.
You didn't? It was on country radio back in the day, probably the 80s, mid 80s, early 90s. Yeah. Big Keith Whitley fan, my mama. Still have the mixtapes with their little perfect Catholic school girl handwriting. What?
Nothing.
Why are you laughing?
I can't imagine your mom is a Catholic girl.
Oh, yeah. A's for academics, F for conduct.
Well, let's play this one. I've been whipping out some older songs lately, and this is one I've sort of rediscovered. And it's a song I wrote after visiting Texas many years ago for the Kerrville Folk Festival, and I also toured there a little bit back when I was Folk Jim. And Texas had a very different vibe back then, 20 or 30 years ago, however long ago it was. There was there's a little more hot button issues around it these days, but it's
You think?
but it used to be a cool place. It probably still is in parts, like Austin and stuff. But anyway, this is a song about Texas. I was really struck by the people there and how they felt about the place. So, song about Texas when it was cool. It's just called Texas. Louisiana got New Orleans, and Mississippi's got Four Eyes. Well, Tennessee's got Memphis and Nashville, and Alabama's got the Crimson Tide. Oh, but Texas has the Texans. It's the only state they will abide. Amarillo down to Corpus Christi, Houston up to El Paso. Texas is a lot like heaven, and every Texan tells me so. Where the sun shines so bright on the Brazos, the Rio Grande is lovely by the light of the moon. The cowboys all drive pickups, Cadillacs if they need more room. And the music cooks in Austin can't get enough of those Texas blues. Amarillo down to Corpus Christi, Houston up to El Paso. Texas is a lot like heaven, and every Texan tells me so. Well, the way they walk and the way they talk, keep it slow like their barbecue. And in Grand Texas style, they'll go the extra mile, tip a hat and say, how'd you do? And jeans in a dance hall. It's a song about an outlaw ride. It's a feeling of independence that comes from living under open skies. Well, it ain't bragging if you can do it. It's the only state to satisfy. Amarillo down to Corpus Christi, Houston up to El Paso. Texas is a lot like heaven, and every Texan tells me so. Texas.
Texas. Very nice, Jimmy. Isn't that right?
What do you got for us?
Well, as you can well imagine, there were a lot of Dave Carter songs happening. My mom has put the Drum Hat Buddha CD in her car years ago, and it's still in there. It hasn't moved. She just listens to it on repeat. And it was a little bit unnerving. Like, I'd come to visit her, and she'd like pick me up from the airport, and nobody would talk. We would just be listening to Drum Hat Buddha, and I'd be like, "So how was your flight, Tracy?" "Oh, it was great." She's like bopping to the music. I'm like, okay. But she really loved Dave Carter. Those two kind of hit it off. I think she was the first person whose tarot cards Dave ever read. My mom was like so into it, and so was Dave. So they had a very sweet relationship, and I don't know, I'm just sitting there with her in the calm and feeling moved to play all these Dave Carter songs. And one of the songs that I find most soothing is Farewell to Saint Dolores. And so I played that for her a number of times. Do you think I should pull some of the lows out?
Probably.
Is this feels a little boomy? All right, let me just take care of that real quick. Let's see. Yeah. So I'll play this one for you. Can you stay until tomorrow? There is no one here to save. Can you stay until tomorrow? There's no one here to save. So spoke Our Lady of eternal sorrow from the shelter of her cave. In a carriage of white linen, in her bed beneath the stairs. In a carriage of white linen, ooh, in her bed beneath the stairs. She took me to the Jessie House of Women and sanctified me there. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. I remember yellow curtains and her long hair hanging down. I remember yellow curtains, ooh, and her long hair hanging down. And the ageless face that witnessed me for certain when my own could not be found. Yodelay, yodelay, yodeling, yodeling, yodeling. If you see my Saint Dolores, tell her love from Brother John. If you see my Saint Dolores, ooh, tell her love from Brother John. When the Judas moon breaks o'er the virgin forest, I'll be down the road and gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such a pretty one.
Some people are complaining that there's something over my head in the graphic.
Oh. Oh. Let me see. Let me see if I can get rid of that whole thing.
There we go. Sorry, people.
Hi. Hi. Here's a little
Well,
welcome. It's
oh.
just this cute little overlay. Yeah.
Yeah, over my face.
Hi. Like I said, just listen. Don't watch us. We don't know what we're doing. All right. What do you got for us, Jimmy?
Oh, let's do One Horse Town.
Okay, so I played this song for my mom.
Oh, you did?
I did. It's the
she
first time
liked
I
it?
ever tried to sing it. Well, yeah, and we have to talk about something after this song. I'll tell a little story about the famous guitarist. So funny.
Yeah, how did it feel playing this song?
It's good.
It's awesome, right?
I enjoyed
It's a
it.
good
Yeah,
country
I did.
song.
He's been wanting me to sing it for years, and there's no real reason why I haven't.
I
It's just
don't
that
know.
you sing it, so why would I sing it?
Well,
But yeah, I sang it for my mom. Thought she might like to hear a little Jim Henry. I don't know if my brother is with us today, but he was thinking he was going to tune in, but he might be working. He was in the room with all the singing, and I think hopefully he found it healing too. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. So
all right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
This little One Horse Town, little tune that Hank Ketchum should have.
Hal Ketchum?
Hal Ketchum, he should have recorded
Hal Ketchum would have done a good job with this one.
it. But now it's too late. Sorry. He was leaving home Saturday, so the whole town gathered at the picket gate to wave him off, 'cause he was New York City bound. His mama cried as he pulled away, Daddy smiled as if to say, you're the last of three to get out of this one-horse town. But then the wind picked up, the rain came down. Everybody headed for the center of town, where there was cold beer and stories at the bar. And they forgot about pouring rain. Before too long there was music playing. The mama and the daddy danced till the pain was gone. They're living it up in a one-horse town. Heck on the cheek when there's no one around. The squeak of the door at the general store, and an old man's smile. The kids want to leave this life behind, discover the world beyond the county line. They got a good start, straight from the heart of a one-horse town. Now on the summer nights when the window won't blow, the daddy tunes in the radio to cities close to where the kids have gone. Jennifer's warm at Santa Fe, Jesse's all clear up in Portland, Maine. Jimmy in New York City can't see the stars. They're living it up in a one-horse town, peck on the cheek when there's no one around. Squeak of the door at the general store, and an old man smile. The kids want to leave this life behind, discover the world beyond a county line. We got a good start, straight from the heart of a one-horse town. Daddy got a big surprise. Mama held it close, looked him right in the eye. Says it's a long, long time since we've been in this house alone. Spent our lives with kids to raise, but now that they're gone and on their way, it's you and me, we're still in love in this one-horse town. They're living it up in a one-horse town, peck on the cheek when there's no one around. Squeak of the door at the general store, and an old man smile. The kids want to leave this life behind, discover the world beyond a county line. We got a good start, straight from the heart of a one-horse town. We got a good start, straight from the heart of a one-horse town. Yeah.
Nice one, Jimmy.
Yes, thank you. So what's your little story about that?
Okay, so this is getting in the weeds here with the whole dying thing, but I don't know how many of you have sat with the dying before, but sometimes after a period of just not a lot happening, you know, where they're just kind of resting and going inward, sometimes very close to the point of death, there's something called terminal lucidity, which is a brief window of time. It can last for minutes, it can last for hours, where all of a sudden your beloved person like springs back to life. A lot of people get like their hopes up. You know, they think, oh my God, they're getting better. It's not really that. It's scientists can't really explain what's happening, but it's some sort of neurological dump where the person just wakes up again, is very lucid, wants to eat some food, maybe wants to have a drink of water or some juice, and starts gabbing. And I've seen this twice now. First with my friend Mac, who, when I visited him in hospice, he was just checked out. He was like, morphine, you know. And then the next day I came in and he was up and he was telling jokes and he was like telling the nurse, I need some weights. I want to lift some weights and get out of here, you know. And like, it was just hilarious. And so my mom, I wondered if she would have this experience too, because I don't really have a lot of experience sitting with people who are passing. And she did. And it was the funniest thing I've ever seen, because by this point in her process, we had to take her teeth out because they were just like, she had lost so much weight. They were just kind of rolling around in there and it was making a mess. So we're like, sorry, lady, we got to. And so she's all puckered up, right? But she's decided she's got a lot to say. And so, the first thing she does is she's like flipping everybody off in like a really funny way. Like somebody asks her if she wants something and she's just like, I'm like, okay, there she is. And the chaplain comes in and he's like, Judy, can I ask you a question? And she goes, no. And then she goes, she starts laughing. And so she decides she wants to FaceTime with my aunt. And so I get my aunt on FaceTime. I'm like, okay, get ready, and I hold the phone for my mom, and my aunt, who knows that my mom has been flipping people off, she says, Judy, I hear you've been a very, very bad girl. And my mom looks up and she gets this big grin on her face and she says, always. And then she says, all right. She goes, we got to hatch a plan. We got to hatch a plan to get me out of here. And everybody starts laughing. And she goes, but first we got to figure out where we're going. And it was just like, and so I'm telling her like, oh, Mom, people on Facebook are sending you their love. And I said, Jim Henry's checking in to see how you're doing. And her eyes just went like huge, like little teacup saucers, just these round eyes. And she goes, Jim Henry, the famous guitarist? And I go, yeah, the famous guitarist. And I said, he wants to know how you're doing. And she goes, well, tell him I'm doing. And we were all falling out. It was the best thing ever. So then, over the period of she actually hung on with this for a few hours. She wanted applesauce. She wanted water again. I was like, that's the last thing I gave her was a little bit of applesauce on her tongue, and then after that, she just got quiet and then just kind of folded up, like a daisy at night, just kind of went into herself, and then she passed. But this experience was such a gift, and it just made us all laugh so hard, and it made her laugh, and I really felt like, honestly, with the teeth out and everything, I thought I was seeing my grandma and my mom like blended together. And I haven't seen my grandma. She's been gone for like 20 years. And so it was just, in so many ways, it was like such a hilarious experience. But yeah, Jim Henry, she was just like, oh, the famous guitarist? And I said, yeah.
Yeah, she was very lucid.
She was astonishingly lucid. Yeah. She nailed it.
Yeah,
she knew exactly who you were. Yeah, that was funny.
That is funny.
So, what a gift. That's a real gift.
Why don't you gift us with a song?
Oh, is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Oh, all right. Let's see. What should we do?
On that little Martin guitar.
Well, I thought maybe we should play one from Drum Hat Buddha, since
all right. Which
maybe the one about the critters.
Which one? They're all
Love the Magician. I'll tell you, the song I was listening to when I drove back to the hospital and found that she'd passed. They tried to call us and we didn't get the message. But for some reason, coming back to the hospital, like, I would never listen to Drum Hat Buddha in the car driving by myself, but I just wanted to crank it, and I was cranking I Go Like the Raven the whole way back. And then I get there and she's passed, and it's like, okay, this is interesting. This is so interesting to me. So, but this song, this is this is not that, because we don't have that under our fingers, but this is a little love song called Love the Magician. She come down from Oklahoma with her brown-eyed pride and joy. She come down from Oklahoma with her brown-eyed pride and joy. Fair-haired Desdemona and a rambling guitar boy. Well, they kept to the thornbrake thickets because her daddy was a log chain man. Yeah, they kept to the thornbrake thickets, oh, because her daddy was a log chain man. On a night as long and wicked as a scar on his tattooed head, fly away restless visions, riding up to love the magician. Well, he tracked him by the muddy water, and he trailed him by the lonely lake. Yeah, he tracked him by the muddy water. Ooh, and he trailed him by the lonely lake. But he only saw two black otters swimming over by the further bank. Sing along. Fly away, little wildwood flower. Lift your cares to the wind, coyote and white. Yeah, rolling tears, your restless visions, riding up to love the magician. Well, they stole through the head-high blossoms. When he set them hound doggies run. Yeah, they stole through the head-high blossoms. Oh, and he let them hound doggies run. And the dogs treat two white possums at the rising of an angry sun. Fly away, little wildwood flower. Lift your cares to the wind, coyote and white. Yeah, you're rolling tears, your restless visions, riding up to love the magician. When her daddy rode in to find him, there wasn't nothing for to meet the eye. When the old man come to find them, well, there wasn't nothing for to meet the eye. Just a pair of lovebirds rising in the blue and boundless sky.
Yeah. Come on.
Bonk.
No matter what, there's just never enough room.
I know we can. I don't know. We're in control of the space.
I
It's
know,
not like
but
we're
it's
at the
just
mercy
well,
of
you
anybody.
need things within reach is the problem.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm gonna
Put up something else.
putting up the banner for the for those who are not interested in tipping by electronically. There's always the old school stamp and card option. What do you got there?
Let's do this. We haven't done this in a long time.
What is it?
Little Hank Williams.
Oh.
Hank Williams. Because Hank.
Because Hank. Yeah.
Williams. We hear that lonesome whippoorwill. He sounds too blue to fly. And the midnight train is whining low. I'm so lonesome I could cry. And I've never seen a night so long when time goes crawling by. And the moon just went behind the clouds to hide his face and cry. Robin weep when leaves begin to die. Well, that means he's lost the will to live. I'm so lonesome I could cry. And the silence of a fallen star lights up a purple sky. And as I wonder where you are, I'm so lonesome I could cry. Sounds too blue to fly. And the midnight train is whining low. I'm so lonesome I could cry. And the midnight train is whining low. Well, I'm so lonesome I could cry. That about sums it up.
Aw. All right, that makes me want to do Punch on Lefty.
All right, well, that's probably a good one to end on.
No, we have to do one more
We do.
after that.
All right. Which one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have to
We
do
don't.
that first.
All right, fine.
Yeah, we
all right,
do.
all right.
We have to. Because we have the picture.
All right, fine. All right.
Yeah. All right, so as I've mentioned before, my family used to take these 5-hour drives from our home in Southern California out to the Colorado River, Lake Mojave area, and we had a little place out there, just a little trailer actually, but that's what everybody had, little trailers, and we had a boat. We used to go ski and fish and stuff, and on the way to the river, we listened to a lot of country music. We listened to a little bit of Rush for my brother, a little bit of Pat Benatar for me. But the one cassette tape, that we all agreed on was the Willie and Merle. which is how I come to know Pancho and Lefty, from those long drives to the river. You know, we had Laguna Beach just 10 minutes away in the other direction, and we drive 5 hours out to the desert. But the song will always make me think of those drives and my family going to the river. So,
Right?
yep. Living on the road, my friend, gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath is hard as kerosene. Weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one it seemed. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Oh, you sank into your dream. Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel. Wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words. That's the way it goes. All the federales say we could have had him any day. We only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Well, Lefty, he can sing the blues all night long like he used to. And the dust that Pancho bit down south, well, ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, well, Lefty split for Ohio, and where he got the bread to go, well, nobody knows. All the federales say we could have had him any day. We only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Boys tell how Pancho fell and Lefty's living in a cheap hotel, and the desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold, and so the story ends, we're told. Well, Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do. Now he's growing old. All the federales say we could have had him any day. We only Yeah.
That was spirited.
Indeed. All right, so we got one more song for you. And
Do you want to say why we're doing this song?
well, we didn't realize. I thought, okay, so I'm in my mom's house, right? And my mom's house my mom is like a really organized, strategic, kind of engineering-minded person. But her, like, memorabilia is scattered everywhere in the house. And so, like, in with the paper clips, I find my poetry from high school. And, like, at the bottom of her underwear drawer is all of her paraphernalia from the time she came and saw me and Dave play with Joan Baez. It's like the lanyard and the newspaper clip. Like, shit's just everywhere. Like, and you never know what you're going to find. It's like a treasure hunt. And so at the bottom of a bookcase, I found a photo album that I had never seen before. And it was a bunch of photos from before she was born, you know, my grandparents before old pictures. And right toward the end of it, you know, it's more modern. Somebody's obviously tucked in some more recent pictures. I see this photo of her on a motorcycle. Now, it's not that I didn't know my mom had ridden motorcycles. She was she rode Goldwing bikes with her second husband, Jack. They really were into it, and they used to take rides all over California. And I saw this picture, and I was like, oh, God, her biker days. I had no concept of what that even looked like, and it made me so happy to find this picture and see her just a little badassery with her leathers on and her little helmet, and I don't know. So Jim Henry and I were getting ready to play a love song about a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And I was like, we have to dedicate this to my mom. And so we had a couple shows over the weekend, and we played both of them. Both times we dedicated it to her. Should I take this picture off or leave it?
Yeah, I might as well leave it.
We're gonna let the mama ride us out here.
Or can you split screen it?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you can.
I don't know a way of doing. It's listed as an overlay, so I don't think I can do that. So, well,
leave it up. What the heck?
there she is. There she is. So we're going to go out with this one today. And thank you all for listening. Thank you all for being here for live stream number 67. Thank you for tipping if you're able. And
all that stuff.
yeah, and maybe down along the bottom I will put the banner about our upcoming dates. And that'll just kind of scroll by. Let me edit that. Here we go. Save. There we go.
Got it? All right.
Ready? Yeah.
Says Red Molly to James, that's a fine motorbike. Old girl could feel special underneath such light. Said James to Red Molly, oh, my hat's off to you. It's a Vincent Black Lightning 1952. And I've seen you at the corners and the cafes, it seems. Red hair and black leather, my favorite color scheme. And he pulled her on behind and down to Box Hill, they did ride. Said James to Red Molly, well, here's a ring for your right hand. Though I'll tell you in earnest, I'm a dangerous man. For I fought with the law since I was 17, and I robbed many a man to get my Vincent machine. And now I'm 21 years, I might make 22. I don't mind dying, but for the love of you. But if fate should break my stride, he said, I'll leave you my Vincent Vincent to ride.
Let's go. It's Jim Henry, the famous guitarist. Woo!
Well, come down, Red Molly, called Sergeant McCrae, for they've taken young James R.E.D. for armed robbery. A shotgun blast in his chest, let nothing inside. Welcome down, Red Molly, to his dying bedside. When she came to the hospital, there wasn't much left. He was running out of road, he was running out of breath. But he smiled to see her cry. He said, I'll leave you, my Vincent, to ride. Said James, in my opinion, there's nothing in this world beats a 52 Vincent and a red-headed girl. Now Nortons and Indians and Greaveses won't do, or they don't have a soul like a Vincent 52. And he reached for her hand and he slipped her the keys. Says, I've got no further use for thee. I see angels and Ariels with leather and chrome, swooping down from heaven to carry me home. And he gave her one last kiss and died. And he gave her his Vincent to ride.
All right.
Well,
And that is our show in tribute to my mother, Judy Hensley.
and then the next show is going to be,
What?
it's not on Halloween, is it?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see.
Let's see. Take a quick look there
Take
at
a gander.
at the calendar.
It's going to be on the 28th.
28th.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do some spooky songs though.
Oh, spooky.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Always a pleasure.
And thank you again for all the kind words you sent for my mom. I passed them all on, and they meant the world to her, and they mean the world to us. And we appreciate you, and we'll see you soon, I hope.
Bye-bye.
So long.